Good morning everybody. So it's time for breakfast and I have woken up so hungry. May have something to do with the fact that I've been up since 4:30 and a couple of times through the night. But anyway, so I am really hungry, so I thought best thing today is have a really big breakfast this morning to set me up for the day, because we are planning on making mince pies later, so I want to save some sins to obviously try them. So a lovely breakfast this morning. So we've got scrambled egg, which is free in protein. We've got tomatoes, which is free in speed. Got mushroom speed. We've got tinned fried in light fry, obviously. Potatoes, which are free. We've got some bacon medallions, which are free in protein, and we have beans, which are free. So we're not using any healthy extras this morning, and no sins. So yes, I'm going to enjoy this now and I'll pop on when I have something next. Right, so I'm going to start making the mince pies because the pastry has to set 30 minutes in the fridge. So if I look at my phone, it's because I'm looking at the recipe. So I've got this recipe off the slimmingworld website. So you'll need 225 grams of plain flour, 110 grams of butter, 6 level tablespoons of mincemeat, and it says 1 level teaspoon of icing for dusting, so that's optional. I think I might have some icing, but I haven't got it here. And then it says a pinch of salt when you're doing your pastry. So I've never made this before, so let's give it a go together. Fingers crossed it works, because those mince pies in the cupboard are calling my name. So if I can make these and they taste just as nice, we will be winning. So let's get into it. So we are going to sieve 225 grams of plain flour into the bowl, 110 grams of butter, a pinch of salt. So we've now got to, oh, mind my scabby looking hairband just there. So we've got to mix all this together and then add cold water, a little bit of cold water, until you can, oh God, that's a bit too much. So I've added a little bit of cold water until it becomes sticky and you can roll it into a ball. So it's looking like it's coming together. I don't think I need any more water, but I'll give it another little mix through. Look, it's starting to come together now. I think that's about right. I've been able to get it in a ball, so I think it should be okay. So I'm going to put this in the fridge for 30 minutes. I'm going to cover it and then put it in the fridge for 30 minutes. Okay, so the dough has been resting for 30 minutes in the fridge. I've just popped a little bit of flour on the work surface so it doesn't stick. And now I'm going to save a little bit for the tops. So I'm thinking about maybe a little bit more. This is the first time I've done this, so please bear with. So okay, we're gonna, because the tops are gonna be thinner and smaller, so we're gonna separate them for now. So we have rolled the pastry, and now we're gonna use this to cut out the mince pie pastry. Now I'm not sure how this recipe was like 32. I don't know how you would get 32 out of this, but I'm just gonna do as many as it takes, and then I'm going to work out the sin value. So we have done 12, so we did have some left over, but we thought 12 will be fine. So now what we're going to do, 1 teaspoon of the mince here to each one. Oh, it smells lovely. Doesn't it just smell like Christmas? The smell of the...
Oh yeah.
And the most of what we've got here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
So Henry wants to make them look nice when they come out the oven. And this is how much, just for reference, let's see if I can get that on the camera. That's how much dough I've got left, so I kind of need to take that into consideration when I'm working out the sins for them. So it's a very misty morning this morning. We're just going to walk to the chemist to pick Harper's prescription up. I have dropped Henry off at my mum's just because it's en route, and then we're going to go and taste some mince pies at the minute. So this is how it's looking on our little walk this morning. So we've got Harper there. Bless her, she's finally nodded off. And so these are the mince pies. Granted, they don't look great, guys, but these are absolutely delicious. I left a few at my mum's house, so I wouldn't be tempted to eat them all because they taste so much nicer than shop bought mince pies. I brought normal supermarket mince pies, they were Asda ones, and I had one at the weekend, not gonna lie, but they are round about 10.5 cents, so that's a lot. And granted, these are a little bit smaller, but only a fraction smaller. And these, I worked these out because the recipe did like 32 or something, and it was 3.5 cents. So what I did is I just calculated how much flour would use, butter, mince meat, the sins, divided it on how many we've got here. But also I didn't use all the dough either, so I've worked out around about between 4 and 4.5 cents for these. I'm gonna say 4 because it's Christmas but probably the easy way is to either use all your mixture or just make a smaller batch, and then it will be easier to calculate how many cents there are in them. And obviously with these I kind of just put a little top, so that's why they've spurted out the side, because on the website they had like a star and they put it on, and obviously they didn't spurt all out because they wouldn't, would they? But mine have. But honestly, they are really nice. The pastry is lovely. You know, Mary Berry, Paul Hollywood, eat your heart. So Sharon, what is your verdict on the mince pies?
Beautiful.
Are they nice?
Yes, they're lovely, yeah.
So it is lunchtime. We're going to use our healthy extra beet. So we're using the Just Essentials, one of their wholemeal rolls, and then we've got ham, which is free and protein, and we've just got lettuce, cucumber and onion, which is speed food. So we've got no sins, and using our healthy extra beet. So I've had one of these mince pies, so I think I've only had 4 sins to date so far. So I am making myself a cup of tea. I had my lunch. I tell you what, it is not good having those mince pies sitting on the side. They are very, very distracting. Let's go get my sweetener. I'm just making my cup of tea. And I'm going to have an apple and a banana. So we've got free and speed food here. So yeah, this is day 1 of Vlogmas. I've always wanted to do Vlogmas, and obviously now I've started my channel up, I thought, you know, what better time just to give it a go. It's Mayflower curry tonight. So we've got all in the bag white rice, which is sin free, 4.5 cents worth, oh, we're Steving up, worth of Mayflower curry, and then chicken, which is protein. Got mushrooms and onions in that, which is speed. And Dan's got Nans with his. Oh, very jealous. So 4.5 sins for dinner tonight. I'm just having one of my Options hot chocolates. So this is 2 sins, and I've used 250 millilitres of semi-skim milk because I realised I still had one of my healthy extra A's. So yes, so we are finishing on 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14.5 sins. So just in with the sins. So yeah, ending with a lovely hot chocolate tonight.